Trending 9. Tennis season now in full swing. The tennis season has begun, with the United Cup currently underway in Sydney and Perth. The first Grand Slam of the year, the Australian Open, will take place from January 12 to February 1, 2026. Meanwhile, the Philippines is set to host its first WTA 125 tournament, the Philippine Women's Open, scheduled for January 26 to 31st. Credit: Alex Ila IG, United Cup, Facebook, and Tennis Australia/Vince Caligier. On SBS Filipinos Trending Ngayon podcast this week, as the new year begins, tennis is trending with the United Cup taking center stage in Australia as the official lead-up to the Australian Open 2026. Excitement among Filipino tennis fans is further fueled by Alex Ila's historic Australian Open campaign and the Philippines hosting its first-ever WTA 125 tournament, the Philippine Women's Open. Key points. The 2026 United Cup is underway in Perth and Sydney, featuring 18 qualified nations and serving as a major key lead-up event for the Australian Open. The season's first Grand Slam, the Australian Open from January 12 to February 1, 2026 will showcase nearly all of the world's top 100 men's and women's players. Filipina tennis star Alex Ila earns her first direct entry into the Australian Open singles main draw, thanks to her world ranking of number 53, marking a major milestone in her professional career, while also set to compete in the women's doubles event. The Philippines will make history by hosting its first WTA 125 tournament, the Philippine Women's Open, from January 26 to 31 at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center in Manila, signaling a major boost for tennis in the country. Trending Ngayon ang tennis, not just on TV screens and social media feeds, but in conversations, school corridors, weekend plans, and even quiet moments where people find themselves mimicking a serve with an imaginary racket. As the tennis season swings into full motion, the sport feels less like a distant, elite spectacle and more like a shared rhythm, fast, focused, and full of stories waiting to unfold. There is something magnetic about tennis season. Unlike team sports where noise crashes like waves, tennis speaks in pulses, the hush before a serve, the sharp crack of strings meeting ball, the collective inhale as a rally stretches longer than expected. These moments are everywhere. Highlights circulate online within seconds, slow-motion forehands paired with music, captions shouting, "Grabe ang laban." Tennis has become both art and adrenaline. What makes this season especially trending is how personal it feels. Every match is a one-on-one conversation, player versus player, mind versus mind. Walang itatago. The court is open, the lines are clear, and every point is earned. In a world full of filters and edits, tennis offers raw honesty. You miss a shot, everyone sees it. You fight back from match point, everyone feels it. That vulnerability resonates ngayon, especially with a generation that values authenticity. Sa Pilipinas, tennis may not always dominate headlines like basketball, but when the season heats up, it quietly claims its space. Early mornings find fans scrolling through match results, checking scores before school or work. Some stay up late, eyes half closed but hearts fully awake, watching a deciding set unfold. There's a special kind of dedication in that, choosing to lose sleep for a sport that gives back emotion, inspiration, and sometimes heartbreak. The players themselves feel like characters in a living novel. There are the veterans, carrying years of experience in their footwork, proving that time can be challenged with discipline and heart. There are the rising stars, fearless and fast, swinging like they have nothing to lose. Trending ngayon are their stories, comeback wins, unexpected upsets, quiet champions who let their rackets do the talking. Each match adds a new chapter. Beyond the professional courts, tennis season sparks movement everywhere else. Local courts come alive. You hear the bounce of balls echoing in the afternoon, see friends gathering with borrowed rackets, wearing mismatched shoes but matching smiles. Tara, Laro Tayo, becomes an invitation not just to play, but to connect. Tennis becomes a reason to step outside, to sweat, to laugh at missed shots, to celebrate the rare perfect one. Social media amplifies this energy. Clips of impossible gets and screaming winners go viral. Memes compare emotional reactions after a lost point to everyday struggles. Hashtags trend. But beyond the humor and hype, there's admiration. People respect the grind behind every point, the hours of training, the mental strength to reset after failure. Tennis season reminds us that success isn't loud all the time, sometimes it's quiet consistency. Creatively, tennis mirrors life. Every match is a series of choices. Play it safe or go for the line, attack or defend, hold on or let go. Trending Ngayon is this idea that tennis is not just a sport but a metaphor. We all have our own courts, classrooms, homes, friendships, where we serve our best, make mistakes, and try again. Watching players navigate pressure helps us believe we can handle ours too. There's also beauty in the solitude of tennis. No substitutes, no timeouts to hide. When a player sits during a changeover, towel over shoulders, eyes closed, it feels familiar. Parang tayo rin, taking a breath in between challenges, reminding ourselves why we started. That quiet resilience is inspiring, especially now, when life feels fast and demanding. As the season continues, anticipation builds. Every tournament feels like a promise of drama, excellence, and moments that will be replayed in memory. Trending Ngayon on tennis because it gives us something real to hold on to, competition that is fair, effort that is visible, and victory that must be earned point by point. In the end, tennis season in full swing is more than a schedule of matches. It's a shared heartbeat. It's the sound of a ball bouncing before a serve, the silence before a crucial point, the cheer after a hard-fought win. Trending Ngayon because it reflects us, focused, flawed, fighting, and always ready to play the next point. At Habang Nagpapatuloy ang season, one thing is clear: tennis isn't just being watched. It's being felt.